pictures because she gets irritated. Whatever irritates Kym, I like to do.
Funny mamas.
So,
Two funny mamas. What's with the grip? Sherri and Kym.
Hey, what's going on? Welcome to Two Funny Mamas. I am Kym Whitley, and Sherri is in a car somewhere on her way to the podcast. Yeah, she's late because that's what Sherri does. No, we're here. We're starting the podcast. She's gonna jump in. What's happening, Chris? I need Chris Denman to come on the screen. Our producer, friend, and our resident white boy.
Okay.
What up, Chris? All right.
Just chilling, yo. I was like, how long is this intro gonna be?
Wait. First of all, did you just say yo?
It's how I talk. It's very natural.
That's a lie. You don't even talk like that.
I don't.
Good.
I'm
feel
proud
like
of myself.
I'm
3 Image Awards and not one slippage of any kind. I'm still me.
Right. I had to put because I don't know why I don't feel even in the screen here.
You look
What's
great.
going on, Chris?
I
Thank
wow.
you. I got my. I got.
No, you don't need to do that.
I got my HB. What?
Sorry, what were you saying?
Jacket on. I got my HBCU jacket on.
Does Fisk claim you?
Hey, no, that's a sensitive subject. Fisk University, Nashville, Tennessee. We got a new president, so I'm happy about her. There was a board member at one time that was a little
Really?
not claim me as. Yeah, there was a whole video with Morgan Freeman who did the voiceover for the video. All the greats from Fisk, they left me out. And the people, all my friends called Fisk, they were like, especially Terrence Hurd. Terrence was like, you cannot leave Kym Whitley up. She is an advocate for this school. She is, a celebrity. I mean, and I love Mookie Betts. They had Mookie Betts' mama. Mookie ain't go to Fisk, but his mama did. We had her all day. I was like, damn, I got no respect.
Nothing. Wow.
None.
So you're saying there was one presidential win that you did appreciate this year?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Our president at Fisk University,
That's
female, her name is slipping me right now. But I'm going to get with her because we'll do some great things for Fisk. I love Fisk University. Wait, do I have my little stuff back here? I'm a product of Fisk. Hold up. Got my the Bulldogs. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, wow.
Fisk University. Yeah, look at that. Boom. With the Bulldogs. So very proud of Fisk University. And me going there, I'm a product of it. It made me who I am. After
maybe
growing up.
Do you think they want to hear that?
Maybe not.
That they're responsible for what lays before us in 2025.
You don't understand. My class at Fisk is ignorant. My friends, we're still friends, and they tell me about my shenanigans. I was like, really? I did all that?
In college?
I was a fool. I was a fool. I didn't know I was such a fool. Oh my God. I calmed down. I was a fool, but I was over at TSU. Then I was over at Vanderbilt, and I was just loud. And I see why I did not win Miss Fisk. I ran for Miss Fisk. I was like, I could win. I got the best campaign, but I would not put a dress on. They were like,
ma'am, you can't win Miss Fisk in these short overalls. It's not a thing.
Oh, I was jeans. I was overall. I was whatever. And what's so funny is we fast forward to today. Kamala Harris didn't have on a dress one time, now did she?
Okay.
Think about that.
That means they took her as a woman of the law, and you weren't selling it right.
Yeah. I was ahead of my time. I knew.
Okay, all right.
I was ahead of my time. I was like, you ain't gotta wear no dress. I ain't gotta walk around here in no dress. I'm gonna be who I'm. So I'm gonna fake it. This is what I did. I said I'm gonna fake it, and then once I become president, then I'm gonna go back to me. Oh, Donald Trump. My bad.
Well, there you have it. Kym and Sherri are on the road. We need you to go get tickets. May 11th, Bruton Theater in Dallas, Texas. You go to sherryshowtv.com/tour for tickets. That's a Two Funny Mamas live experience. That's Sunday, May 11th. Get your moms, your friends' moms, your enemies' moms, your neighbor moms, all the moms, aunts, uncles, friends. It's a good time. 3:00. That's a Sunday show. I can't think of a better way.
Sunday show.
Yeah.
Dallas, May 11th. Go to church. And then come on to see me and Sherri at Dallas at the Burton Theater. I guess people know what that is, the name of it.
It's spelled Bruton, Bruton. So, yeah.
Okay.
SherriShowTV.com/tour for tickets. June 20th, njpack.org for tickets. Sherri and Kym are part of the Prudential North to Shore Festival. Tickets only $60. That's a good time. Friday, 2 shows available, 7 o'clock, 9:45. Again, njpack.org. You can see Sherri and Kym live at the Victoria Theater. That's the Lizzie and Jonathan Tisch stage. Again, Prudential North to Shore Festival. Kym, no Sherri just yet. She's going to join us in just a second. But guess what? We've got a very special guest. You wrote the foreword.
Wait, hold up. I got a show in Bellflower, California.
This comes out Thursday. This comes out Thursday.
I come on Friday. And I'm
and you're going Friday to Bellflower. My bad.
Dang.
Look at you.
Hey, Cheryl Jones. Cheryl Jones out of Texas. This is my girl, Cheryl Jones. We on the podcast out of Dallas.
Lord.
But Cheryl is going to be my point person down there in Dallas. We are talking about, it's the Bruton Theater or the Burton Theater?
Bruton, Bruton.
And everybody knows where that is?
It's at the Black Academy of Arts and Letters, which is downtown Dallas. It's a theater that's connected to the Dallas Convention Center.
Look at that, giving that good information, Cheryl Jones. Cheryl, I'm sending you some flyers and I'm sending you some posters to put up in some of these beauty salons. Run around, get the word out on May 11th.
May 11th, yeah. Now, is it the comedy show only, or y'all doing something else?
Well, I am going to do a striptease act.
Okay.
No, it is a look at Chris. I'm gonna do it's part of our podcast, but we do stand up, and then we're gonna take a question and answer. You know, like we were talking about, we might have some singing or something, but it's gonna be a good time in Dallas, Texas, on May 11th.
Absolutely.
That's right, at 3 o'clock. You've been telling.
I went to Mia's the other day, so I need to just definitely get with you and everything I need to do.
I need a poster in Mia's, and I need a poster at, what's the black soul food that you can't bring a gun in? What's that place in Dallas?
It's barbecue, Odom's barbecue.
Odom's barbecue. They better put a poster up.
Gail, we got to talk to Gail.
My girl Gail. So, yeah, okay, Cheryl, let me go because we got a guest on the show today.
Okay. Hey, Chris, I always pray.
Wait, Chris, you hear what she said? Go on and say it again.
What's that, Cheryl?
I pray for you all the time.
You pray for me? Can you specifically say why you pray for me?
Kym and Sherri, do you not think you need prayer?
I love the prayer. I feel the prayer. It's needed. And I feel like maybe some listeners and friends are lacking. Maybe I need more prayer.
Yes.
It's in a good way, I promise you. All
right.
Okay, well, y'all have a great show.
All right. Thank you, Cheryl Jones.
Keep praying for me, Cheryl. Thank you.
I will. Bye.
That's my girl for years. Body been a long time.
Do you have point people in every city that have like 3 stories on you that you're like, I better stay nice with them?
But people don't understand. I started early in my career. That's how I know Robert. Just what I'm saying is traveling and meeting people. But I was on the road with Beauty Shop, the very first huge black play nationally. Right. We went across the country. We were the biggest thing since Post-its. So I've met football players, singers, dancers. Everybody came to the show, went everywhere. So and then Cheryl was on the show. Cheryl was our makeup artist.
Really?
Beauty Shop. Flight attendant now, but she was our makeup artist. Yeah,
that's
so I got
great.
Friends in every city. Yeah.
There's nothing better than being on the road whenever you're doing something you love, I'm sure. That's incredible.
Thank you.
All right. You mentioned Robert. We talked about this. He's a speaker, author. You mentioned football player, too. Actually, he got his career start getting cut by the Vikings, and it really set him on a path to speaking and teaching. He's got a book, Kym. You wrote the foreword for it. It's No More Excuses for Mothers Raising Sons, the foreword by Kimberly Margaret Whitley. He's the international speaker and award-winning author. He's back again on Two Funny Mamas. We're so excited to have him back and to give advice and to hang out and everybody. So, Robert, welcome. And I know you've been backstage basically for a second or two. Welcome back to the madness.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Margaret. That's a new. Hey, Kym, I'm just now meeting Margaret. I never met Margaret, but Yeah, nice, nice being on
listen.
again. Good to see everybody.
Robert, first of all, Chris wants me to be a white woman. So Margaret is the name he decided. That is not my name.
It's your middle name. Shout out to Will Packer.
No, that's right. Will Packer gave me several names as we were here. Hi, Robert.
Oh, it's beautiful. Hey, how you doing today? Happy Saturday.
So if people are wondering why
Thursday, we're going to air it on Thursday. So we got to act like it's Thursday.
Oh, goodness. I'm going to say happy Thursday. Lord have mercy. Start over.
What a week it's been, huh? It's almost the weekend.
No. We don't care. We don't cut nothing out our show. We keep it real.
If people are just jumping in, it is Two Funny Mamas, Kym Whitley, Sherri Shepherd en route. So Chris Denman playing the role of one funny mama right now. But we've got parenting and motivational speaking expert. He's got the book No More Excuses for Mothers Raising Sons, forward by Kimberly Aloysius Whitley.
Yes.
Kym, we loved having Robert back on. I think we got a lot of comments about his style and all of the advice that he had to give. I figured it's spring break. You're dealing with stuff with Joshua, with school, with everything else. A lot of our listeners, friends, family, dealing with their sons as well. Kym, I think we should start with what you're dealing with right out of the gate. You have a huge milestone for Joshua picking a school right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of things going on that I'd like to talk to Robert about. First of all, at what point should you stop trying to get a man? That's my.
This is about mothers and sons. Phrase it like this.
Relationship stuff too.
Yeah, Kym, phrase it like this. At what point should I stop going after other women's sons? Like, how do you tie it back in?
I'm trying to get back in there, but I know Robert got some friends. He introduced me to some old raggedy friends that I already knew. But okay, here we go.
Oh my goodness. I think that being a mother, I mean, you have to find a balance. So it's good to get out and have fun and find that balance. But I don't think you should never stop looking for loves, never stop looking to have fun. And that's one thing moms got to do a better job of is self-care and taking care of yourself. It's okay to go out. It's okay to have fun and find a balance. Because if you don't find that balance, you're going to be too hard on that young man.
That's true. Because I got some friends that need to get broke off because they mean as hell. But so listen. So my question.
That's what she pulled out of your statement. Okay.
Yeah, I did, because my truth is this though. I've always been like, I want my son to see me in a good relationship. Man, the time go quick. He already 14. I was like, damn, he ain't seen me. And that's the thing. It's a problem. It's a problem. I date all the guys that I've dated have all been out of town. I've never had anybody just here. Like, I had an ex that lived here with me, but we weren't in no relationship. So he just ain't seen. I'll be honest with you. My son probably thinks I'm a lesbian. Okay, but
oh my goodness.
Okay. I got a lot of friends. I'm LGBTQ down, my people. So I am trying to even that balance. You want to show your son a good relationship because you want him to grow up and have a healthy relationship. But how do mothers do it? Like, this is the thing. I can't force that situation. But how do I show him other friends? Like, how do I show him that just because your mama is single and mad, how do I show him how it's really should be in life?
Well, I think the biggest thing, Kym, is that he shouldn't be around a whole bunch of people because you don't want to do that. If it's somebody that you're getting serious with, it's good to have him around that person. But more importantly, getting him involved in stuff at a young age, just because, you may not have found the person that you want to be with. A lot of moms are, maybe divorced or maybe single and looking for the right person. The most important thing to remember is don't be having everybody around your child. Because if you're not serious about this man, if you're not planning on being in a committed relationship with this man, don't bring him around your son. Or some people would try to get to your son to try to get to you. And you have to be careful with that. But just surrounding your son with, some good programs and having him around some viable men. I'm a member of Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity. I know you're a member of the Deltas. And, one of the things we stand on is community service, getting kids involved, teaching them the life skills that they need to be successful. So like I mentioned to you before, I know there's some programs in Los Angeles that he can be involved in, Kappa League, programs that are building character in young men. And, he's 14, so he's not really thinking about dating, or he might start liking a young lady or whatever. But, just let that come as it goes. I wouldn't press it or rush it. He's what, 8th grade, freshman in high school. He's just now getting started. So, just take your time and just don't have him around a bunch of people. It's okay to have him around friends who are good role models, and get him a mentor. He needs a mentor, and he needs somebody that he can bounce things off of outside of you. Because a lot of times young men don't want to talk to their moms. I didn't want to go to my mom with a lot of information, especially when it pertained to manhood. So she got me a mentor, and I would talk to him and bounce some ideas off of him. And it was less pressure than going to your mom.
Great. I wrote down Kappa League. That was definitely a good one. I'm gonna definitely look into that. Now, another hard thing is deciding on high schools for my son. He's been in a charter school, and now it's time. Here in Los Angeles, it ain't like, you just, like when I grew up, you just went from wherever the high school is in your neighborhood because you're in a good neighborhood.
Yeah. Same here.
All right. So I don't know if I should just pick the high school for him. Do I let him be involved in the situation? He got a little girlfriend, this girl he likes. He wants to go to the school where she goes, but I don't want to do that. What do you think about that, Rob?
Well, I think that you should probably pick out a few schools for him, depending on what's his interest. Ask him questions. What are you interested in? Do you want to go to college? What do you want to study? So I think that's important, the interest. Also in proximity to live, so his interest in proximity where you live. The last thing he needs to do is follow that young lady to wherever she's going. He needs to follow his own interests. And he needs to be involved in that decision-making process. Because guess what, Kym? When he's involved and you make a decision about where he goes to school and he makes a decision with you, then that gives him some accountability. Like, you chose this school just like I did. So, you have to finish your job, get your work done and all that kind of stuff. But it gives him some sense of responsibility because he helped you make that choice. So I would narrow down to a few schools and have him involved in the decision-making process so he can feel like, be accountable for what he chooses.
Okay. Okay, no, this is good. Because he loves basketball, but this school, let me explain something to you. So Chris gonna laugh at this.
He's running out of questions.
He loved basketball. The coach of the basketball team is Derek Fisher.
Oh,
I was
my
like,
God.
Joshua, I don't know. Right. Joshua barely want to practice. I was like, Joshua, I don't know if it's a good idea. You might want to take a knitting, crocheting, maybe it was soccer.
I played basketball for 12 years, and this is just the perfect moment to bring in Sherri Shepherd, everybody. Let's steer this in the right. Sherri can maybe give some advice as well. Derek Fisher, former champion with the Lakers, among other things. Jeez Louise. Joshua.
And that's where you want to go to school.
I'll let you two handle it for me.
Let him go.
All right.
He's going to learn today.
Hey, Sherri.
There it is. Sherri, we got Robert Jackson's here. Kym actually wrote the forward to his book, if you could believe that or not.
No, I read it, so I saw Kym's forward.
No more excuses for mothers raising sons. Forward by Kym.
I saw Kym's forward in the book.
That's right.
Hi, Robert. How are you?
I'm doing good, Sherri. How you been?
I'm good, thank you. You said something about he should have a mentor. I don't know how that's going to. Typically, boys that come from a home that they have a father, it's a little bit harder with the mentor because the father wants to be that. So I don't know how that's going to work if Joshua has his dad, because I know that was a big thing with me getting mentors for my son, it really ran afoul of what his father wanted to do. That was a
But no. I got to interrupt you. Sherri, you did something great, which I copied.
I know I did.
Yeah, I was going to say, you got that guy that
Yeah,
plays basketball. So it's like a friend mentor. He hung out. It was good.
Yeah, that was rough with his father. That was a lot of contention because his father felt he should have been doing that. But I'm not casting aspersions. That's a lot of times when you're a single mom.
You be killing me with these new words. Let me write this one down.
Aspersions. Yeah, I don't want to cast aspersions on him. But you know,
no, she be going at night. She grab words out the dictionary that she gonna use on her show. I know she does. You ain't never in all the years I've known you. You have never said aspersion. So go on.
Because you're not a black man talking about getting mentors. So it came to me this moment. But what would you say to
her? 67. Okay, go ahead.
Because I loved it that you said get a mentor. Because I know for Jeffrey, it's, you know, being a single mother, that's, I think, the crux. That's very hard for a single mother because it's been so many instances where, you know, I think that, and I'm not saying mentors are predators, not at all, because I've had mentors. I had to make a very difficult decision. When I got Manny's for Jeffrey. I had men come in, and that was a very hard thing to let men into his life. I had somebody teaching him basketball. I had somebody, Mignet, who helps Kym out as his Manny. I had Andre coming to train him. And I had to leave so that they were able to do what they needed to do with Jeffrey. Andre would take him everywhere. He made Jeffrey bike from my house to Kym's house, which is up hills around. And Jeffrey was mad, but he did it. He was so happy. But it was a lot of prayer on my part to let, because I don't let men into his life. So what would you say to a single mother who's just trying to protect her child? And we hear so much stuff out here because, you know, I think that predators prey on single moms and they know if they're from a broken home. That what does the mom have to do, kind of woo sign does she have to do to allow a man to come in and mentor? Because like you said, we got to step back so the man can mentor because he wants to talk to y'all about things. He's not going to do it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't need to keep. How do we do that?
Well, you definitely have to vet. I believe, first of all, I commend you and Kym on what you do and getting the right folks involved with your son. But I think you do have to vet people. Everybody shouldn't be around your children. You have people who are in your life for a reason. You have people in your life for a season. And everybody shouldn't be around your children. But you have to get the right person involved. Like if it's interest in playing basketball, then you get a basketball coach or somebody that you trust. Now, there's a lot of fathers out there, including me. I have a son who has graduated from college, but through the years, he's had different people in his life at different times in his life because kids don't want to listen to their parents all the time. And I never met my father. So my mom raised all of us by herself, me and my 4 sisters. So she got me involved in the boys club. She got me involved in the PAL club, playing football at a young age, which took me all the way to the NFL. She got me involved with people who she trusted. So these are people that you have to vet that they're good people. Just because they look deeper don't mean they're good people. You need to spend time with them, do back checks, and then look at the evidence of the work you put in and who have you mentored before. I would talk to some of those parents, those mothers, talk to some of those children of who they have mentored before now, and start doing your due diligence, doing your homework, because when it comes to a mentor for your son, this is a life-changing choice. You cannot just choose anybody to be around your children. Right. I have 2 daughters too, and the folks. Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. I was saying, but then where would you suggest, like, you know, even if you're at the YMCA, you're at a boys program, the Kappa, if you go over to the Kappas or the Omegas and you find mentors there. So are there any organizations that you can suggest to some of these single moms where they can reach out and say, hey, you know, my son he needs a mentor. I'm sure there are mentorship programs also, but can you give a couple suggestions of places?
Well, like I mentioned, the Kappa League is a great program, and they have Kappa Leagues in most major cities. Here in Atlanta, we have several of them. And also the 100 Black Men of Los Angeles, 100 Black Men of New York, 100 Black Men of Atlanta. These are organizations who are, that's their motto, is mentorship and modeling excellence. What they see is what they'll be. Because many young men like me who grew up without a father, you know, we looking up to these mentors, and that's where we learn in manhood from, is other men. So there are a lot of programs that you can Google right in your area. So single mothers, Google these programs in your area, the 100 Black Men, the Kappa League. I'm sure the Q's got some programs, some mentoring programs. These are programs that we have founded, that we stand. These supposed to be viable programs. And like I said, go and witness the Botillion Military. That's part of 100 Black Men, where they teach an etiquette to young men, letting them dress up, going out to eat, teaching them what fork to use, teaching them about respecting women and respecting themselves, the importance of finding a balance. Because you have to have a balance between sports, between school and home, and doing everything that you need to do. Mom, stop trying to do it all by yourself. We have programs out here that are supposed to be coming alongside you, to partner with you, to help you raise that young boy to be a young man.
It's so funny.
And should we say, I was going to say, are they free? I just want to make sure. Are these free programs?
Yes, most of these programs are free. Free indeed, free programs. Now, you may have to, now some of the sports programs, that's different, but the 100 Black Men, the Kappa League, these are free programs. They meet on Saturdays. Moms, please get up and get your sons to the event. They're doing SAT prep, ACT prep. They're talking about life skills, sex education, health education, mental health awareness, which a lot of our young men are dealing with mental health issues. Yes, I said protect our young Black boys and protect all of our boys who are dealing with these mental health issues that need to talk to somebody outside of mom. Because moms mean well, but sometimes mom puts some of that stress on those young people because of what she's dealing with. So there's a whole list of programs that I can send you, that we can send out to your audience, that we got to hold them accountable for what they are charged to do.
You know, when you talk about mentorship, I think it's so important, especially mothers who are raising boys, because you're right. There's, I just do not agree with, there's some people go, I'm all they need. No, it's like, no, they need that other side, that testosterone in there, because there were things that our friend Andre would force Jeffrey to go out of his comfort zone. And I'll be like, Andre, can I talk to you for a minute? He can't do all of that. Like, I would be so, and Andre would go, Sherri, I'm telling you, he can do that. And he found out with Jeffrey having, being on the spectrum, that he would make Jeffrey jump rope, and Jeffrey hated it. But he found out from making him step out of his comfort zone. He says, Sherri, I found out he doesn't jump rope forward. If you let him go backwards, he can do 50 rounds going backwards. So that's right. And if you give him a brain break, and he loved Andre when he came, and he felt like such a man lifting weights. And then I had another mentor who was a film producer, and he would take Jeffrey on the set, and I'd be like, look, let me talk to you beforehand. Let me let you know. And what I would do is go, here's Jeffrey's limitations. So don't exceed that. And he would go, yeah. Then he came and told me Jeffrey took everybody's lunch order, was getting everybody lunch. And I was like, you got my baby out there walking down the block by himself.
Right.
And so I can appreciate what you're saying. And I really want to press upon the women out here who think, sometimes our harshness, trying to make our kids be young men, is not what they need. But a man doing that, saying, do this, young man, do that, is something different. It's like when young men or single men raising girls, and they try to find women to come into their life. So it's really, I love how you're talking about mentoring programs and vetting, and that's really good, of getting other parents who this person has dealt with, because all mine were referrals. And I told everybody, something happened coming for you. And he had literally, for his birthdays, the Black men sat around him and gave him advice as a young man. And I said, look, can I talk, Jeffrey Garner, can I talk to y'all? That's too much for him. All this, but you know what? He remembers what they said, because he's 19 now. So
that's right.
Mentors, I appreciate you really talking about the importance of us not being able to give them everything they need. Sometimes they need somebody completely different. Because I don't think a mentor, like, you know, when Kym get mad and she take Joshua toys and she throw them away, or she throw them all over the place and she get to hollering and Joshua just look at her. I go, I don't know if a mentor would have done all of that, Kym. All the dramatic. You can't do this. I'm going to throw the whole thing away.
Emotional intelligence, Kym. Emotional intelligence. Remember, managing your emotions while managing his, because all that yelling, he's absorbing it. And you've dated a grown boy before. We talked about this. And these grown boys are being mama's boys, and they're being raised to be mama's boys, and they learning how to not control their emotions. And the weakest man on the planet is a man who cannot control his emotions. Because when he can't control his emotions, he try to control you. So we have to teach our young men at a young age emotional intelligence, controlling their emotions. So when they become men who are fathers, who are husbands, who are mentors, who are CEOs of companies, teach them emotional intelligence. I don't let a lot of things shake me anymore. But, you know, my mom taught me that at a young age. Yes, she started off wrong with all the yelling and stuff. But at some point, she realized that, you know, he's not responding to this. This is not working. Let me talk about emotional intelligence, managing my emotions so I can manage his emotions. Then we can start teaching our young boys to be young, viable men that our mothers can marry, can have husbands, can have fathers with emotional intelligence who can actually control their emotions.
So, Sherri, what happened with you while Robert was talking and you had your hand over your mouth? I know I had my hand over my mouth in my head because Robert been telling me this, that I yelled at Joshua last night because it was his first time taking the Uber. So I wasn't managing my emotions. I was like, oh, Lord, it's going to be a predator. I'm putting him in a car. I'm sending my baby off. Maybe he can't drive. Was tripping. He was out playing basketball. I was like, what are you doing? You get out here. You get in the car. What is taking you so? Lost my mind. And then what I first thing. Okay, go ahead.
The first thing I thought was like, okay, you talking to a girl. She ain't got no emotional intelligence whatsoever. Now, I just told her that the other day. You have no emotional intelligence. I wish you would know. But that's me as well. But that's us. You know, I think
yes.
With Joshua taking
so why did you have, what was the realization? What was that aha moment that you were sitting there, Sherri, right there?
Because I realized when you talk about the way we are and it goes off into our kids, especially like our sons, I don't know if we raise our sons to have emotional intelligence in order for them, you know, and then when you talked about and men with no emotional intelligence, that's when they start controlling. And I think, gosh, Robert, it's really, I think about a lot of men that have issues with women, abusive issues. It's a lot of them will say I was raised by a single mom. And that's not to cast thing on a single mom, because here's the thing. We do the best that we can do with what we've got. But I do believe we've raised a generation of men who are not men, or they have the wrong idea of men. Because for me, Robert, I'm a big one of stop all that crying. Okay. Stop that crying. So he feels like he cannot let go in front of me.
Right.
You know, just recently learned last Tuesday, I shouldn't be doing that a man should be able to express, but I came from a thing. So I don't like men crying in front of me.
She showed up.
When you were talking, it just hit me of the way I am. I you know, Jeffrey is fearful. Because I'm fearful, like you said, Kym. I'm always, you know, Jeffrey finally said to me, Mom, you got to stop texting me going, everything okay? You okay? He goes, I got in the Uber, I'm at school. Well, I got to tell you everything that went on between me going to the train station and being in my classroom.
I'll second that, Jeffrey. That's a...
Yeah, and he goes, I made
brutal.
it. Just like I made it. Or like when he goes to his little girlfriend house, he got to take the Uber over there. And I'm like, let me know as soon as you get into the car. Let me know when you get out your car. Let me know when you ring a bell. And he's like, why do I got to text you so much? And so
that's fear. That's fear. And I want, and it's okay to have concern, but don't walk in fear. We walk by faith. And when I talk about emotional intelligence, and I said managing those emotions, men have been taught toxic masculinity for a reason, because since we were kids, we've heard man up, don't cry, don't show emotion, don't be a punk. So what happens, the amygdala, that's that almond-shaped structure connected to the hippocampus that plays a very important role in the processing of emotions. And those emotions include fear, disappointment, and the amygdala tends to be larger in men. So if you don't allow that man to be able to show his emotions, I said the weakest man on the planet is a man who can't control his emotions, not a man who has emotions. So it's okay for your son to cry. Now, if he's crying every single day, every hour of the day, that is not cool to do that. But every now and then it's okay for him to cry, because if he doesn't cry, what's going to happen? He's going to hold it inside, then he's going to explode. Wow. You ever seen somebody shake up a can of Sprite or something? You open it, it explodes, because this toxic masculinity is not just taught by men, it's taught by women. Because we're trying to harden these young men and yelling at them and tell them don't cry and that's this, that, and the other. And now he's hardened not to just himself, but when he gets that mate, he's going to be hardened to her. He's going to be hardened to his children. He's going to be hardened to everybody in his life. And now he's walking around numb, and now he's being labeled as being hard. Well, that's how he was raised. He was raised to not cry, to not show emotions. It's okay for a man to show emotions. I'll give you an example. When you watch the Super Bowl, the winners, after they win the game, they jumping up and down and they start what? Crying, right? What do the losers do? They looking at the winners and they crying. So no matter if they win or they lose, these men are crying because they have these out of control emotions. They thinking, ever since I was 6, I dreamed this day. I dreamed of this moment. We got to start teaching our young men it's okay to cry. It's okay to express yourself. It's okay to have emotions. That don't make you weak. What makes you weak is when you have out of control emotions.
Can you put Robert's book up so that we can remind people of his book? That's the back cover. Is that the back? Okay. The book is called No More Excuses for Mothers Raising Sons.
Raising Sons.
Where can everybody grab your book?
You can grab the book at robertjacksonmotivates.com. That's motivates with the S. robertjacksonmotivates.com. And it should be on Amazon as well.
I think this was great words of wisdom from you. And how we again, we do the best we can, but sometimes we inadvertently,
that's right,
we have to take accountability for, we so used to, we raising hard men because we know what life has in store for them. And I guess we try to,
sure,
we try to show them that, this is what life is going to be like. It ain't going to be but to the detriment. I think whether we raise our kids great or bad, they're going to be in therapy. These kids.
Yeah.
You're a great parent, and you didn't raise them to think that they can conquer the world and they can do whatever they want to do, and they don't do it, they're going to be in therapy. Or if you didn't raise them to be toxic just by screaming at them, they're going to be in therapy. But I think what you've been saying has really resonated with Kym and I, and with the majority of our followers if they have children, and thank you for that. Thank you for that.
Yeah, and I appreciate you taking that over. I'm over here. I know I look like I'm not paying attention, but I'm over here fussing with people about me and Sherri's flyer for our Mother's Day show in Dallas. And I know I should not be doing it, but you cannot. I'll be arguing. I'm sorry, y'all. Sorry, Robert. I appreciate be multitasking. This has been a great conversation. I would
love to pull up on y'all in Dallas. I may have to pull up on that show.
Oh yeah, that would be great. That would be great.
The Mother's Day show.
The Mother's Day show in Dallas. Yeah, of course. Let us know if you want to.
I would love to pull up. If y'all have me, I'll pull up on you.
Well, I'm not sure when you say pull up, because I done had somebody tell me that he still ain't out. He's still got another 3 years to go before he gets out. So I mean,
show up. I mean, take a flight from Atlanta to Dallas and come out there and support your show. We ain't doing that pull up no more, Sherri. We're doing the other kind of pulling up.
I'm gonna pull up. And I'm like, wait a minute, hold on, Robert.
I grew up in the hood too, so I get it.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's been great, Robert. And we love having you on. So this is good. So every now and then, Robert's going to pop in on us and give us great advice because we're always going to have ongoing questions. And our listeners and viewers will always have questions about their sons, daughters. We're going to have somebody come on about our daughters too, because raising children is not for the weak.
It's not.
It really is not. So there's so many things. I want to thank you. I want people to go get your book. Please come see us in Dallas. Go ahead, Chris, if you want to give them some information to close out. Thank you so much, Robert Jackson, everybody.
Yeah, go to
Thanks for having
Instagram
me,
too.
y'all.
Give Robert a follow. At Rob J Motivates. And again, the website, robertjacksonmotivates.com. You can check him out. Appreciate you, Robert.
Thank
All right,
you, Robert,
take care.
again.
Appreciate y'all. Have a good
We'll
one.
see you again. Okay.
All right, see you soon.
What a great discussion with Robert. That was fantastic. Now look, Chris, see what happens? I say something. You see 51% got to get in the conversation. Did nobody tell you to pick up your phone, Sherri, and look at all the stuff I've been saying?
What you said, and I don't agree with you, but
I don't care. I don't care what you just because you 51%. Well, at least can they zoom in on the picture?
What are we wanting to do?
Yeah,
I'm just fussing.
Yeah,
you all are talking about the flyer. Okay. Yeah. We've got to do a promo too. Don't let me forget.
I like Sherri to look her best and people to know who she is. She's my partner in crime. So I'm always just, I'm the one with the art degree. First of all, let's go ahead. She got 51%, but I have a degree from Fisk University in art. So my eyes are better than hers sometimes. Okay. There we go.
I'm not even gonna say nothing.
I know. I was like, I ain't get no comeback on that one. She ain't saying nothing.
I'm not gonna push back on your art degree.
So, what's been happening?
I apologize for being late. Because I was doing Candy Burris has a podcast. And I was a guest. Yeah, you probably want to, because she did mention that. She said I gave Kym my number, and she said she was gonna call, and I was like,
I'm calling Candy Burris. I'm gonna text her right now and be like, "Oh,
I don't know why you gave Kym your phone number, because I couldn't call you." But okay,
can we get Candy? Can we get Candy on here soon?
You know why?
Yeah,
Candy's on that new show, The Residence. The Residence. Is that what it's called? The one on Netflix.
No, she just was on Reasonable Doubt.
No, it was Reasonable Doubt. Oh, I got the wrong one. It was Reasonable Doubt. Jesus. I'm glad I didn't text her and say Residency. Yeah, Reasonable Doubt.
Are you thinking of Severance?
No, she was on Reasonable Doubt because she's playing a witness.
Show's called Reasonable Doubt.
No, I was. Is there a show called Residency? I wasn't sure.
No, there's not.
Yeah, it's on Netflix with the girl from Orange Is the New Black. Abadu. I'll be messing up the names.
Okay. How about you? You've been filming on the Upshaws.
I have. Oh my God, it's been so much fun. I love the Upshaws.
This is their final season. Congratulations on being on their final season.
Final season. Did an episode this week, and then next week we're doing our final episode for the whole season. It's going to be, I can't give away any surprises, but it's going to be so much fun. I love the show. Wanda Sykes, brilliant. Kim Fields is directing, brilliant. Mike.
Okay, you got to take them glasses. You got them flipped up so I can't see your eyes. Because
Regina Hicks, your girl, Regina Hicks.
Off. Can you put on another pair?
51. Okay, look. But look,
this is all you see when you have them up, because you tend to look down, so it's all you see is the rim.
But look how brilliant this is. You know why? Because Chris ain't told me how to put the screen with the faces up closer to the camera. If the camera was down,
if you hold your head like that, see if you hold your head like that where you hold it up, you can see your eyes, but your head tends to go down as you're talking, and then you lose it. You lose your eyes.
Look at how brilliant these glasses are from my girl Lisa Haynes, who sent me the box of glasses. She getting you some at
you don't got to wear them for the whole show. Publicize.
51, watch this. No, these ain't her glasses, girl. She just bought the glasses. She don't own them. Look, but watch this. So while I'm talking to you, and I'm like, hey, Sherri, what's up? You look cute. And then Chris wants us to go to the rundown where he done produced and put out because he don't want to be disrespected. Watch this. Bam. So look here. What we're going to do today is we're going to ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. And then look, bam, I'm back in. What?
What I'm saying is when you do bam, keep your head up. You go bam and then look down. So what I'm getting is this.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Because Chris, okay.
It's Chris's
your
fault.
Head up there. So if you want to keep the glass on, just keep your head up so we can see your eyes.
Okay.
White lady.
Okay, I got to ask you something.
Cousin Kym, don't forget we've got a show, standupclub.com, Bellflower, California. That's the 28th. Go see Kym live.
Almost
and
sold
doing
out.
stand-up.
Almost. Oh, it might be sold out by the time, but almost
I
sold
love
out.
this. And then we got our Mother's Day show. We have our Mother's Day show in Dallas, Texas at the Brunton Theater on May 11th. The show starts at either 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. You will know when you go to Ticketmaster. You can go to Ticketmaster.com to get the tickets.
Or Sherri's show.
Or just tell them one place.
Sherri.
Go to Ticketmaster.
But let me say something. No, this is important. This is important, Sherri. Listen, because I found this out recently. We found this out, but we forget to mention this in everything we talk about when we talk about getting our tickets for stand-up on your show, my show, Too Funny Mama's show. We have to stress, people, when you get your tickets, please only go to Ticketmaster or only go to the theater or the improv or wherever we're performing. What we are finding out is these third parties, Sherri, are selling tickets and upping the price. You know that, right? Remember we talked about this.
No, I didn't know that, because what I do is I go to all the different sites and I go to the ones that are the cheap. I only use Ticketmaster and StubHub, but I found that StubHub sometimes is cheaper than Ticketmaster. I've never been to a site where the tickets are higher, but I got you, you know. But
just
I'm going.
Careful.
Be careful where you go, because I didn't know they'd be hiking them. Because I'm like, why we got to go just to Ticketmaster?
So
when I was doing City Wineries, somebody called me. They was like, Kym, I can't go to your show. I said, what? They were like, the ticket is $103. I said, for who?
And that wasn't with fees or anything?
It's a problem. It's a problem everywhere. You get, it's like hacked. It's but you just, you have to go to an actual
reason why
site.
I only go to those two sites, because here's the other problem. You can order those tickets and then they come from somebody else. And like I ordered from a site and I'm waiting and they're like, where the tickets at, Sherri? That I had bought.
Right.
And I'm waiting and I'm calling customer service going through, press this prompt. And then the lady was like, well, we should have them. No, I don't have the tickets. Nothing has come through. So they're at the concert, 3 teenagers, and I'm going off. And she's like, well, we'll give you a refund. Well, that's not helping me. So I go to Ticketmaster is because they're just a trusted site. Like I don't go, I stopped going to
okay, Foghorn.
I know, girl. So I agree. So we're only going to say Ticketmaster.com because they have a pricing thing now where they give you all of the fees at the beginning. So there's no hidden costs in Ticketmaster. Right. So we are selling our VIP seating, which is in the front. It's going fast. There's not very many VIP. Yeah, there's not very many VIP.
For Dallas, for our Dallas show.
Dallas. So I would say you really need to get in there and get your tickets because the only ones that are going to be left are the ones in the back. Also, we're doing Too Funny Mamas is going to be in New Jersey, June 20th. And I don't know where. I know you can go to Sherri Show TV to get those tickets.
Does it say about it?
Okay, tell us about it.
Yeah, go to NJPAC. It's in like New Jersey, njpac.org for tickets. There's a show at 7 o'clock, 9:45. That's June 20th. That's a Friday. Tickets only $60. So if you see something crazy, you're on the wrong site. njpac.org. It's the Victoria Theater, Lizzie and Jonathan Tisch stage. It's the Prudential North to Shore Festival. Kym and Sherri, Too Funny Mamas live.
Because those tickets are on Ticketmaster. I did see they are on Ticketmaster as well. So we got those two. Kym has her show in Bellflower. I got some other stuff coming up, but it's not till September, so I'm not going to.
Hold on, put that back up, Chris. I got to take a picture of that. That's my example to cuss everybody out. Okay.
Sorry. No, I agree with the example that you had because yours is long and vertical, and mine is horizontal. So I didn't know what picture, how they were going to do it. So I got you. So you know what I did that was so much fun? I hosted a public screening of Jonathan Major's movie, Magazine Dream. And when I say, I really encourage y'all, if you're a fan of Jonathan Majors, to go see the movie. This
And if
was
you're
supposed
not a fan, it's a great movie. Okay, Magazine Dream.
it's just a great movie. It's hard to go see somebody when you're not a fan, but if you want to get his acting, we cannot deny this man to me is on a level of a Chadwick Boseman. You know how, but Chadwick was taken from us. It's like Jonathan Majors. You really have started to get to see him, but this movie, Magazine Dreams, was supposed to have come out on the tail end of Creed, because he had done Ant-Man, Creed, another big blockbuster, and then Magazine Dreams was just the actors, the art of acting, and he plays a man who wants to be a bodybuilder so bad that mentally he loses it. Like, what lengths will you go to do what you want to do? And it's so uncomfortable. It's so intense, and then you have joy and then tears for me, because this gentleman is obviously on the spectrum in some ways. And that's always a trigger for me, being a Black man, a young Black man on the spectrum. But literally, Kym, this movie, and everybody in that theater agreed, Jonathan Majors was supposed to be up there going, I want to dedicate this Oscar to. I want to thank, boom. You see him in a light, because he was in The Harder They Fall. He was in other, really amazing projects. But this one here was supposed to be the Oscar contender. He transformed his body. So I did a screening. The movie theater was sold out. And I did a 30 to 40 minute Q&A with Jonathan about the movie. And I would say this, we don't have to go into all of the scandal and all of the stuff that Jonathan Majors has been going through. He's been going to a lot of therapy. He was exonerated. He's been going through a lot of healing. He's engaged to Megan Good. She was there. And I had to tell people, we got to stop asking questions, because they're essentially spending their honeymoon with us. Hollywood does not go on emotions. Hollywood does not give you work because you're a good person. Hollywood is a business. And if they see that you cannot put butts in that seat and sell tickets for people to drop what they're doing to go to the movies, then they don't want to give you no other movies. They don't want to give you no other starring roles. Now, other people get more chances than we get. And I would say this, it's in a limited run in the movie theaters right now. Then it goes to it goes to a streaming site. And then after that, it goes to Zeus Network. This is a litmus test. Hollywood wants to see, with all of this scandal, are people gonna go and support? So if you are a fan, buy tickets, go to the movie theaters and see. That's why it always makes a difference how they do over the weekend, the box office numbers. So I would say that I'm not discussing the all of the stuff that went around. If you're a fan, if you believe in second chances, if you believe in reformation, go buy a ticket. If you can't go buy a ticket anyway. I know I'm not trying to get in people's wallets. It's so important that people go out to see this movie.
Well, you're saying go buy a ticket anyway. I will do that.
Go buy a ticket anyway. If you could buy one ticket, if you have the means that you can buy some tickets and you don't go, or buy tickets for somebody else to go, gift them with the tickets. It's an amazing
good
film.
idea. Okay.
Yeah, so if you just don't want to be buying no tickets, waste your money, buy the tickets and let somebody else go in your stead. But it is very important so that the doors open again for Jonathan Majors, that people go to the movie theaters and see that.
Okay.
And take Andre. Andre would love this, Kym.
Love this movie, right? I'm
would love it. And when it comes on the streaming, watch it so that it becomes Tyler Perry's film Duplicity is number one on Paramount Plus, I think. Number one. Mm-hmm. It really makes a difference when you watch it on streaming, but when you go to the theaters. So in order for, him to have redemption and another chance like some of his counterparts get, we got to fill those theater seats up. We got to go support. And so it was really nice. I'll get off my soapbox. It was really wonderful, the Q&A, and he really went into depth about transforming his body. How did he transform his mind to become this character? Brutal. What made me cry when he talked about the character being, walking a different mental journey, because I go through this with my baby. Mm-hmm. So that was a lot of fun and he came on the show with Megan after they got married. She chose not to come out, and I could appreciate that because I said, Megan, do you want to come out and flash your wedding ring? And she said, Sherri, this is about my husband. I said, well, all right then, girl, about your husband. Because I don't know when the last time we even said, Kym, no, this is all about my man.
No, right. I don't know what that sounds like.
Yeah, well, I know what. Look at her. Look, and when I tell you that little stomach right there, I need some more Mounjaro. Oh, right. That stomach right there.
But she ain't had no baby, Sherri. You did put a baby in your stomach. She ain't had no baby.
What happens? You know what happens when Megan Good will have her baby? I think, remember how skinny Keke Palmer used to be? Keke Palmer used to be skinny like Whitney Houston, just skinny. Keke had her baby, and she's curvaceous.
Yeah,
she just
thickened up. Yeah,
she's got a womanly, thickened up figure, still slender, but it curves. Those hips spread out a little bit more. It's something.
I knew I should have had a baby because I needed my hips to spread out. Now
your hips are spread out. They did spread out.
But it's a square. But it's a square like SpongeBob.
Here's the thing about you didn't need to have a baby for them to spread out. It spread out everything on you. That Joshua.
Girl, signing them papers. Let me tell you something. I was eating snacks.
Oh my God. You spread out. Adoption did spread you out, girl. Made your head bigger.
Everything. Okay, Chris. The snicker.
Now for me, I had Jeffrey, and I got the same hips I had before. I don't have no hips. I still don't know what happened. Maybe because he came prematurely at 5 months.
Right. He came before the hip gene comes in. Yeah,
he came before
hormone for the hip gene is 7, 8 months. Yeah.
Well, let me tell you what did spread. My boobies. When I tell Jeffrey, each and every stretch mark, that's from you, sir. My stomach, all these stretch marks. He said, Mama, why your stomach hangs so much? Because that's your fault. Now, I know Robert Jackson would tell me don't be telling Jeffrey that, but I was like, no, you gonna know. You take the L for my stomach.
Yes. Especially if you're going to say something about it.
Especially if you're going to say something. But he do like it. Yes.
Chris, who and we bought a zoo. Who was my co-star? What is wrong with me?
Matt Damon?
Matt Damon. I love Matt Damon.
You were in We Bought a Zoo?
Yes.
I've never seen it. I'll watch it now. That's great.
Yeah, We Bought a Zoo. Let me tell you about Matt Damon. I remember I was complaining Joshua was a little bitty baby. And I was talking about, because, even with adoption, whatever, just being a mother, I would feed him, eat my stuff, just getting big, right? And I never forget, I was in the scene, and right before the scene started, I was like, oh my God, I got to lose weight. I can't believe that's how I look on the monitor. Matt Damon said, stop it. He said, you just made a whole human. Girl, when I tell you, it stopped me in my tracks. I was like, because even though he didn't know Joshua was adopted, the fact that he cared that much to say what women go through, he said, think about what you just made a human. Your body's supposed to, girl, he shut me down. I will never forget that.
I'm going to give you another perspective too. That sounded like something his wife screamed at him one day because he didn't understand. I just made a whole human. When he said,
he's not.
When Matt Damon was like, why you keep talking about you can gain weight, and she probably screamed, because I just made a whole human. He never forgot.
He never forgot that.
He probably wanted you to shut up, stop talking about how you look. Men don't. This is what I'm saying about men. And
wasn't Robert just on here?
I know. Thank you, Chris. She don't listen.
No, I listen. But I'm gonna tell you something. And I talked about this on my show. Why women feel like men don't never listen to them. Michelle Obama has her podcast, IMO, in my opinion. And she was talking to Issa Rae. And she said, Barack don't understand. Like, my girlfriends and I, we talk for 3 hours. And then, because we first got to go, how you feeling? And then we got to go through all of this. And then Barack come in and like, y'all still here? And she's like, we didn't even put our pajamas on. Like, we got another 2 days. And when I expounded, women, we talk a lot, and men don't want to hear. The reason why I think they be giving us answers and resolutions, and we look at them and go, I don't want you to fix it. I just need you to listen. Men give you resolutions because they want you to shut up, because you've been talking about it, and they don't want to hear it no more. You see, Chris ain't saying nothing because he knows it's right. Men just want, so they try to tell you how to fix it so you can shut up and we can have sex. What?
Sherri, if Sherri's eyes were a filter, every man would just be like a brooding caveman, just ready to grab something.
You want to know how you get a man to listen to you and want to talk about that? Let him rub your booty while you tell him about your boss that ain't got on your nerves. And if she do it one more time, your man will remember stuff from 2016 that your best friend said to you. If he could just rub them down and kiss on the nuzzle on their neck. You want conversation? You want conversation? Let a man think that pot of gold at the end of his rainbow is some coochie. Tell me I ain't lying. Shame the devil. Shame the devil.
Oh boy. You do raise a couple decent points. There's something physiological about it because everyone has the same complaints, and I don't even mean to do it. I blame it on I talk all day, every day. So if I hear someone talking and I'm going like this, and I'm like, this is not interesting, but I think it's probably somewhere in between the truth and what Sherri said. So we'll see.
I had a man tell me one time, Chris, my nephew was living with me at the time, and I was having a lot of issues. And he sat at the table with me, somebody I respect greatly. He said, listen, was it Andre? It might have been Andre, because you know how Andre get. He said he can do Job Corps. He can go to Job Corps. He can join the Army. These are the two things that he can do. And I was like, yeah, but it can't because Job Corps and he said, let me tell you something, Sherri. I'm tired of hearing about this. Now you keep going back and forth. There's two options. There's three. It's jail, Job Corps, or the military. So do whatever you want, but this is the last time I'm gonna listen to this. And I was like, so if it was Andre, it's because he was sexually frustrated and I knew he wanted some. So I didn't, we go round and round. If it was not Andre, the other dude. But I did get it. I respected it because I could talk about my nephew for hours and go over a scenario. That's what women do. We go over this scenario, that scenario, what if, blah, blah, blah. And then we go, okay, girl, we get ready to go. And we're going to pick this up next time.
Yeah, and it's
not
tough.
Like that, though. Kym don't like that either. Kym like a resolution. She don't like going over the same thing. Kym get mad because Kym's like, I'm giving you good advice. I done told you what to do. And if you say, but Kym be like, get out of my house. I done told you what to do. Because Kym's level of testosterone is higher than most average woman. Like,
oh my God.
Kym get mad. When she give you advice, you don't take it, she don't want to be hearing about this over and over again.
Oh God. Oh my God. Y'all are crazy.
Is that true, Kym?
Wait.
Is it true?
No. Okay, it's true because I want you to go. I want action. I want to see you go put it in action. I want to see you do it and come back, and I want to say either it worked or it didn't work. So we can move to the second one.
And if you start talking about the same thing, Kym will go, didn't I tell you to do? You didn't do it. See, and I told you to. And you like, okay, I didn't do it because. See, but that's the problem. I told you what.
Oh my God,
see, y'all be down. See, this is where y'all get it wrong with Kym. Y'all like to put Kym in this box of being helpless, and we have to protect Kym Whitley at all costs because she's so precious. Y'all be acting like Kym can't do nothing. Kym got a backbone of steel. I mean, also there is steel in her backbone that the doctors put in, but beyond that. No.
Oh God, where's my water? I done left my water in the kitchen. Jesus help me.
That's okay. I'll drink it for you.
Sherri, did you see some of these?
I got the radiation in my damn body from these damn scans I got yesterday. How you get that out your body? Jesus.
Did you put the thing on that they put on you? The coat?
Oh. No, I got the MRI, and I was like, but they put dye in me, and I never had the dye in it. And you know what I do? I got good insurance. I take all the tests. I don't think you should do that. I'd be like, I get this test. And my brother said he got a test. I said, my brother got the test. We got the same DNA. Can I take the test too? It makes no sense. I forget about the stuff I'm putting. So then I saw on Instagram, ladies, how you can get the radiation out. I got to get in the bathtub as hot as I can. I put some Epsom salt, baking soda, some borax, and some other stuff. And I'm supposed to soak and scrub for 20 minutes, and it's going to get all the radiation and stuff out of me. But also, they told me to drink a bunch of water, and I forgot to drink the water yesterday. So I'm going to see if I can catch up and drink the water
I can see
today.
the radiation is coming out your mouth right now.
I can agree with that. That's
that radiation
And the dye, I got to pee. Y'all done made me nervous. Let me go get my water. Shit.
I can just see Kym demanding a test for like a prostate or something. Like, ma'am, you don't have one. Like,
ask her when she got back. When did she last get her prostate exam?
Yeah. How?
Oh my God! Because I know Kym got a prostate in there somewhere dangling in between
right.
her booty.
It's what it's like.
I can hear you both.
It's like one of those. It's like a twin that never actually formed inside. Right? She's got a couple male parts hanging around.
Oh my God! I got
some male part.
I got to drink this down. I should have been drinking this on the damn podcast because then I got to go out and then I don't want to pee on myself while I'm out. So I got to drink this now. You got to wait until it go through your system so I can use the bathroom before I get on the road. Because you know where I got to go, Sherri. You remember Danny?
Do you take a breath? Do you ever take a breath?
Please breathe.
You stressing me out because you're not breathing. Can somebody get her a CPAP machine? I've never heard anybody go on a stream of conscious talking. Now I talk a lot, but I breathe. You talk nonstop, and now the breath comes, and you go over 20 things in one doggone conversation.
There's actually points in that sentence that doesn't end where you feel the gas pressing harder, and you're wondering how is there fuel for this to?
And she speeds it up. But if you could get, that's the test that her parents didn't have. That radiology test on her brain. She's supposed to have had a neurology, something on her brain. When KK when she fell out that car seat and hit the floor, and KK picked the car seat back up and put Kym as a baby on the table and walked out the room.
My daddy said, "You be all right." I was like, "Daddy, but I fell on my face." He was like, "Yeah." And I said, it was one of them back in the day car seats. It didn't have no bar or nothing. It was just one of them plastic. It wasn't even a car seat. It was one of them plastic. Why would y'all put me on the table on the edge? They was like, "Yeah, we heard you fall, but you all right."
Because Kym already as a baby, Kym was rocking back and forth anyway in a daggone car seat.
But you know what? There's a thing. My brothers do it. No, for real, y'all. We got to talk about this. We got to get somebody on.
Brothers do that.
My brothers do this. So they bump, right? As kids, they would get in the bed. I know I'm telling their business, but I thought it was normal.
Oh my gosh.
So they got twin beds, right? My brothers, how they put themselves to sleep. So they put a pillow behind their back, right? And they would get in the bed and they would call it bumping. They would bump themselves. And then I thought about it, they hitting their head on the wall, but they both bumped and then they went to sleep. That's what we called it bumping. Now, Scott.
What does Scott do? What does Scott do?
Scott, you see Scott, and Scott will be like this in a meeting. I'll be like this, you can't do that in a meeting, Scott. He said, I ain't never thought about it. I said, you can't be sitting there rocking in a meeting. I said, they're going to look at you crazy. He said, I never thought about it.
You got a lot of nerve because you rock everywhere you go. You rock in Zoom meetings. You rock on auditions. You rock it. You're doing it now. Look at you. You can't stop. You rock.
Oh my God. I got it from my brothers. I didn't used to do it.
But you do it without thinking. Chris started rocking one day and I was like, hey, dude, stop that. Stop that rocking. I rock. I rock because of you. I'll be sitting in my chair on the talk show doing this when people on, I said, damn, Kym Whitley, he jumped on me. That's why I didn't get nominated for it last year. All that damn rocking I was doing. No Emmy nomination.
Because we got a show. And we got a fourth season. Hello.
Up top.
Up top.
Here's what I was thinking. You two have a busy Saturday ahead of you. You've got a show in Dallas coming up. We need to record a promo. Do we want to record the promo and let the fans see how this goes? We can just leave this in the episode.
First of all, let me tell you where I'm going. Wait, Sherri, you remember Danny Griffin? He owned the Wingstop on Crenshaw, real tall.
Yes.
Yes. Guess what I'm on my way now to the grand opening. He opened a bakery in Pasadena called Sweet Red Peach Bakery. Now this bakery is down in LA near the airport, line wrapped around the corner. His friend started.
Is that his bakery?
But today, so they franchised it, and he bought one, and they're opening.
We need to have Danny on, because you know what? Let me tell you about Danny. Danny was in love and is still in love with Kym Whitley. Danny,
we're not having him on. I was about to tell Chris to put him on. We're not talking about that part.
I want
really?
Danny has not the hot wings, but not the wild wings, but
it's the hot stop. I mean the Wingstop
franchises, and that's one thing. Like he gets into these franchises. Love Kym. Kym could have been a queen of Wingstops, and so the fact that Danny he is in on when they get into these franchises, like he jumps on board. And I've always wanted to be a part of a franchise. Remember they used to have that workout where you only do 30 minutes, you go and do 30 minutes and then you leave, you get on different. I had wanted to franchise. Curve. And they sent me the application and I was so confused. I was like, oh my, because that's when I had a sitcom and I was like, I'd like to invest, but I didn't know where to put the thing. Do I make commercial? I didn't know nothing, so I didn't do it. And I really admire people like when I was with Kandi Burruss. Kandi got an empire off her toys.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that. That looks so great.
Yeah.
And that's his franchise. Like there's some people who like their brains click in and go, let me jump on it. There's a lady I know, she got a nail company, like not nails that you paint, but nails that you bang in the wall. She just sells all kinds of nails. And she don't know nothing about nails, but it's very successful. She has government contracts and everything. And it's like, how do you start a franchise? What do you have to do to I just have always wondered about that because I just wanted to do. We talked about something like that, Kym. We had meetings with people and then they go to call us to come to the meetings. You can't even get us on the phone.
Right. We cannot get it together.
And here's the thing with Kym and I, we don't just talk to a sales rep. They be getting the presidents of the company on the phone to talk to me and Kym. Because we are both, we bring a lot of exposure. So they put the big dogs with us and we be listening. And then I go, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And I think we missed out on opportunities to being on the ground floor.
Because we're so busy. I think we just be messing up.
But then I want to know, but Kym, I want to know because there are people who are busy and they have franchises. How do you think Kandi is involved in the minutia of her sex toy business or her adult toys, not sex toys, her adult toys? Like she's making a ton of money. How do you find a team that cares about this as much as you? How do you set that up? How do you, because we can't be somewhere 24/7. We can't be at all of the meetings. We can't. So how do you do that and still have a franchise? What about these women who own 5-6 McDonald's? They ain't at the McDonald's.
But they're not being actors either. So anyway, and talk show hosts. I'm telling you, it ain't for the weak. Okay, y'all, we gotta go.
Can we do this promo?
Yeah. So what we doing it for? What we doing it for?
We got to do it for two things, Chris. Our June 20th date. Kym, you got that information. Mm-hmm. And then Chris, you can, if Kym don't have it, where they get the tickets. And then after we do that promo, we have to do a promo for our Mother's Day comedy show in Dallas and where they could get tickets. So Kym, when you look at it, the one thing you can't be doing is what you're doing now.
Well, right now, June 20th, JPAC, North by South. Wait, what's it, Chris?
In JPAC.
North Shore.
NJPAC.org.
It's NJPAC. I don't know what you said, but it's NJPAC.
New Jersey.
New
Jersey.
So we're going to leave this in the episode so people can see how the sausage is made on with two Hollywood stars.
Okay, I got the information for June 20th. I'm ready.
Okay, and look at the camera. Look at your camera up there. That's who you're going to be talking to.
And get the tickets at Ticketmaster, right, Chris?
I would say njpack.org, but do you think?
I got it. .org. Okay,
cool. All the tickets are at Ticketmaster, which is a wonderful thing.
Yeah, so like if they go to njpack.org, it'll take them to Ticketmaster.
Okay.
But then it tells about the.
Y'all watch the sausage being made. I don't know why he had to use that.
It's a term.
sausage.
Do I need to bring my chair down? Because for some reason, Kym is just shorter than me. I need to bring my chair.
No, I'm tall. We're the same. Should I go closer?
You go a little closer. Go a little. Yeah, you're about the same.
Okay.
My head is bigger, and I'm
all of these shoes I'm about to start selling on Poshmark.
You said that You said that last year. Whatever.
Because I've been so busy. Anyway, okay. So tell us when you're ready.
All right, ladies. 3, 2, 1.
Hey, everybody! Welcome to 220 Mamas.
That's right. I'm Kym Whitley, and we got a show. You're Sherri Shepherd. We got a show, and we are going to be part of the North by Shore Comedy Festival on June 20th at the NJ Pack Theater in New Jersey. You can get your tickets at njpack.org. We got 2 shows, so y'all make sure y'all come on. Yep.
So we got a show at 7:45. We got another show like at 9:45. So if you go to the 9:45, take a nap. I'm telling you now, it's going to serve you well. You take a nap before you come to that 9:45 show. But please come and see us because we in New Jersey, right outside of New York. If you know any cousins who live in Manhattan or surrounding areas, we're going to be there. The North Shore Festival of Comedy. Go to njpack.org. Is that the right one, Kym?
Yep, that's the right one.
All right. And we'll see you there.
See you there. Cut.
That's what I said.
First of all, no, you went way too long. I gave all the information, and then you had to redo the information.
Because people got to keep hearing it. People got to keep hearing it. You keep saying it. So
how long we going? Well, how long we supposed to go, Chris?
North to Shore.
How long we supposed to go, Chris?
North to Shore Festival.
That's what I said.
Thank you, Chris.
That's what I say. We're not doing that over. We're not doing that over.
We got to do it over. We're going to make the sausage. We're going to make the sausage right.
No, I like that because we got in the ticket plugs. Okay. We got it. Okay, I only said it one time wrong.
Miss Dallas, y'all know I got to pee.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right, let's go with Dallas. It's Bruton Theater.
Not Burton. Bruton.
Maybe say that. Be like, it's not the Burton, it's not the Bilton, it's the Bruton.
It's the Bruton.
Which
are you gonna charge? You gonna charge us extra for the jokes you be throwing out?
I mean, this is a SAG credit.
And
or
wait,
WAG.
Listen, Chris, isn't
Andy
it part
Burris
of
WGA?
letters? Okay.
No, we don't need to say that. We don't need to say that. It's at the Bruton Theater. Tickets are Ticketmaster.
Yeah. Let me double check because that was good. Cheryl made a good point. Bruton Theater at.
Yeah.
That's the address of the
at
Bruton
the Black
Theater.
Academy of Arts and Letters.
Yeah,
Bruton Theater.
Everyone knows that.
That's what
at
it is.
The Black,
yep.
Yeah. Academy.
So obviously, I've been outvoted, so I'll go with whatever people who know more than me say. Okay.
I got some friends down in Dallas. I'm going to send them your way for the show. Sherri, we skipped over something. You said you had Candy Burris was asking about Candy Burris asking about me personally.
Yeah, Kym, I'm gonna send you this. She ain't even looking up.
Oh, what's that?
It's red lipstick.
Ooh. Oh, no, you know what? I'll be in. I'm coming to New York. I'm probably gonna stay in your basement, your bottom apartment. Me and Joshua,
sure.
I gotta be there. I gotta film something on the 8th, so we're gonna come in. I'm gonna spend the spring break there, show them some stuff, and I'm gonna film something.
How long do you need the apartment?
Don't worry about it. Can you put my red lipstick on the counter, please, and put my name on a Post-it so I can pick it up. Thank you.
I bought a bunch of these colors for you. It's Jimmy Choo, because I thought they were so pretty.
Oh, I'm excited. So can you put it in a Ziploc bag and write my name on it? No, you understand. It will be gone. It'll be missing. Me and Sherri's house is no joke. I need it in a Ziploc bag. Because you know them heifers came in and took it. Okay, wait a minute.
Yes, I told Candy Burris about you, but I said, Candy, don't be late. Don't be late with your money.
But we don't want to get into that.
Wait.
You could be your group. Hey.
Wait, what did you tell Candy? I gotta say hi to Candy.
She was asking about who produced our podcast. I was telling her about Chris.
Oh yeah. Oh, she told. Okay, Candy.
Yeah, just have her text me. I will text her back. I'll actually communicate with her.
You know what, Sherri did give
Kym
me her
didn't
number.
catch
I
it.
got to find it again.
I have to, the thing about I'm not doing no more podcast interviews, because when you do podcast interviews, here's the problem. You be thinking you're in a room by yourself, and you know me, I can talk. So when people are asking me questions,
Give me the
You're a good interview.
I'm a good interview because I got stories.
The Black Academy of Arts and Letters.
The Black Academy. I got it.
No, you don't. Black Academy of Arts and Letters.
I just said that. I got it written in my face.
And you did say it trumps. Everybody got on the thing. We didn't get to do that.
Oh, it's in the rundown. It's in the rundown. There's like 20 comments.
What? About what?
But you said I didn't say something trumps. Remember that discussion we had?
Oh yeah.
Everybody said, no, you did say it.
Here, before we do this next promo, from @J.77 at 39:14, Kym did say it trumps comedy, and again at 39:33, she said, "You do not trump me." LOL. Sherri was correct. From AA Adams, Sherri, Kym did say trumps the first time. However, the way you corrected her was a little aggressive. Love you both. Tiffany Williams. She definitely said Trumps twice. Sorry, Kym. At 39:14, you said Trumps from Cali Girl. Yeah, there's a bunch of these.
Me with the time. They are killing me with the timestamp.
With the time, and then we'll still say, as much as you kept saying, I didn't say it. I didn't say it, that I was aggressive in the way I corrected.
Sherri took shrapnel still.
Still taking shrapnel.
Shrapnel.
Kym could come on and literally choke me on the podcast, and they'd be like, "Well, why you make her do it, Sherri?"
Right?
Why you make her do it?
Why are you so loud?
Why would you make him look that way? Literally, I cannot do anything right when it comes to Kym. But I just wanted to let you know that. But we gonna have to send her something.
All right, but you know what you can do, right? Tell us about Dallas at the Bruton Theater at the Black Academy of Arts and Letters.
That's when we can start.
3,
Go ahead.
2, go.
Hey, not hey family. Hey y'all, welcome to Two Funny Mamas. I'm Sherri Shepherd.
How you doing? And I'm Kym Whitley. What's going on? Tell them, Sherri, what we doing on Mother's Day weekend on May 11th?
I'm so excited because mothers, y'all need a day to come laugh. And what better way than laugh than to see two funny mamas on Mother's Day live on stage in Dallas at the Black Academy of Arts and Letters, May 11th.
That's right. The Bruton Theater, which is part of the Black Academy of Arts and Letters. Go ahead.
Okay, that's what I said. I said at the Black Academy.
Tell the people about the show in Dallas, Sherri. Focus.
Yes, focus. It's May 11th. We're doing a 3 p.m. show because we know you want to go, go to church. You want to go get something to eat. You come see the comedy show. Then you got to make it home to take the roast out of the oven because you're making dinner for all the grandbabies and all of your cousins. And it's a family gathering. So if you could fit the Two Funny Mamas in your day, May 11th at 3 p.m. at the Bruton Theater at the Black Academy of Arts and Letters.
Yep.
Get your tickets. Where you get your tickets?
At Ticket, you can get it at Ticketmaster, or you can go ahead and get it from. That's right, or you can get it from
Ticketmaster.com. Get those tickets. We will be live in Dallas, May 11th at 3 p.m. And you better get them fast. We're doing meets and greets, but the meets and greets tickets are going fast, and we're selling these tickets, but we want to see you. And also, if you got a picture, you got a picture.
Say that.
If you got a picture of a woman who's very dear to you, your mother, your auntie, your cousin, your sister, send it to twofunnymamas@gmail.com. Give us the name because we want to run it across our board and pay homage to the really beautiful, special women in your life. So they don't have to be mothers. Like I said, aunties, cousins, mom and them, a co-worker. Just send their picture to Two Funny Mamas, TWO, funnymamas@gmail.com. And we may use that picture. So Dallas, May 11th at the Bruton Theater at the Black Academy of Arts and Letters. Go to Ticketmaster.com.
And now, Chris, I'd like to do a 30-minute spot instead of a 2-hour spot.
I know you not tripping. I know you.
No, because I gotta send it. I gotta send it to my friend who has all these Rokus in Dallas, and he wants to put it on Hulu. That's a good idea. Let's just do a quick one that he can put out.
Sure. I'm gonna let you lead.
Try and keep it to 15 seconds.
Okay, 15 seconds. Okay, real quick. Okay. Hey, you guys, it's Kym Whitley and
Sherri Shepherd, Two Funny Mamas.
that's right. And we are coming to Dallas. That is on May 11th at a 3:00 show. We'll be at the Bruton Theater, which is part of the Black Academy of Arts and Letters. Get your tickets at Ticketmaster.com. 3:00 show on May 11th.
Mother's Day. Mother's Day.
Mother's Day.
May 11th. Get your tickets at Ticketmaster.com.
Perfect. There you go.
Good. Boom.
Awesome.
All right.
Send me that, Chris.
Great show, ladies.
Two funny mamas. Two funny mamas. What's with the grin? Sherri and Kym. Yeah, that's them. About to throw down again. Tickling the soul from beginning to the end. Two dope friends. I love the way they do their thing. They digress.